I guess we're starting.
Fiona, I'm throwing you under the bus. You get to entertain us.
What?
Fiona, do something.
Well, what time of day is it?
Morning.
It is, well, because you weren't woken up early because Suyu let you sleep, you naturally slept till around the 9th or 10th hour. Like a fucking bum.
Well, Fiona's part cat, so he likes them cat naps. So he's gonna wake up and stretch, and he's gonna get dressed. And is there a bathroom in the room, or is there a place where they can shower?
There's a place where you can shower.
Yeah, Fiona's going to go and take a nice morning shower before.
He has such a roomy home, but he doesn't have anybody to share it with.
I imagine he enjoys having the company.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
Just a bit.
He's gonna head downstairs and try to find his way around. See if, because I would assume that Suyoi might be cooking or has breakfast ready.
No, I mean, he has it ready, but he's not cooking. Yes, he is not currently inside, but he isn't technically outside. It's confusing. Don't worry about it.
Okay. But no, I think Fiona's just gonna kind of.
Go ahead.
Okay. I don't really know. Fiona doesn't want to really snoop around his house because that would be rude. So he's gonna head to the little training room that he was brought to the night before.
Every motherfucker just prefixes every sentence with little. He's the little one here, and the damn dummy's bigger than he is.
I know.
It's like you might want to remove little from that description. Well, that's where he's going to find Dorona, who is basically doing exercises with her staff. Just kind of slow movements and stuff, practicing her floor.
Ah, yes. The training dummy that's just standing there in the corner, looking like a fucking statue, with its own set of 8 arms wrapped up about it. It looks like an angry demon of some kind, of Hindu origin, with big old rosary beads around its belt.
Well, Fiona's gonna see her in there. He's gonna. Good morning, Dory.
Good morning. And she is just kind of wearing her, well, I don't know if you could call it regular, but her old, basically loincloth and bikini top, and she's using her old quarterstaff.
Fiona's just gonna he's gonna think to himself. I see you now, Farashi.
Well, her armor and stuff is not exactly modest either.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the actual name of the armor has the word scanty in it, so
You wanted that.
yes. That is the style I like for Dorma. She likes to show off them muscles.
And go ahead. Lust over her. See what happens.
Why not just give them like a pair of pasties?
Fiona knows not.
Stop reading my journal.
No, Fiona's not the type to try and move in on someone else's girl or
You would be ashamed of you. You would be ashamed to hear such weak words leave your mouth.
How
Well,
dare you not
he
move
wasn't
in on
raised by
that
Fuyu,
ass?
now was he?
No, he was not. No, Fuyu's the kind of person who will never interfere on true love. But it
Yeah.
was just the marriage for, quote, love reasons.
Yeah, but still, Fion's not that kind of person. So he's gonna try and take his mind off of it by looking to see if there's like a archery target or something.
Yeah. And it seems like the only thing that you could shoot at would be that statue there.
There's a
It's
Naibai
like-
running through the training hall at the lap around.
Yeah, but I don't think he's gonna shoot at her.
Yeah, no.
You could, moving target, better accuracy training.
Yeah, but Fion doesn't want to shoot his team.
He'll be like, "Hey, knife, I catch."
No, I'm not gonna do that.
I don't
Fion's not gonna do
know. Looks like they've been doing it for a while. They're all sweaty and they're wearing their cotton nylon pants and neck top. They're all jiggly and
when she comes around where Fion was standing, bye bye. How long have you been running?
like 2 hours maybe.
Wait, don't you think you should take a breather?
Nah.
Oh well. All right, more power to you. So, so I guess Fiona's gonna take this time to get some target practice in.
You can. Hold on, I'm trying to figure something out.
Okay.
Naibai goes back to the marathon.
Fiona's trying not to have lewd thoughts.
All the hot girls running around. The door doing fancy Tai Chi stuff, and Naibai jogging.
Mm-hmm. It's like no lewd thoughts, no lewd thoughts. Damn it!
Oh yeah. As Naibai is running, she's talking to casually like, so that eerie person, pretty powerful, but she's got something weird about her. Do you know any
Nope. But she kept looking at me with them weird eyes.
guys were weird?
Like a big snake. Then again, there was that entire aura that just looked like a giant snake, and I felt like I was gonna die from the pressure of being squeezed against the wall.
And then that guy that she had with her, like, I don't even know what's going on with him.
I feel like nobody does. He just kept saying something about Boston. I don't know what a Boston is, but must be a place where really dangerous people come from.
It's gotta be. Maybe it's on, like, the other side.
I don't know. What is a Cadillac and how does one jack it up?
Maybe it's some kind of horse and it takes stimulant.
Who would drug a horse? Oh, then again.
The horse race gotten aggressive last few.
That explains why there's so many horse ghosts. Horses, if you would.
Well, apparently that's the end of that train of thought. I'm just sat here waiting for my brain to tell me the next line of dialogue. It's like, nah, that's it.
Ivy, I'm so sorry.
But
I love this.
what and where?
Oh, hold on. It's just the. No, that was shift. Shit. Yeah. Do it. I dare you to put it in your inventory without rolling it up first.
Without rolling it up first?
Yes.
Don't do it.
Put it in your inventory without rolling it up.
Don't do it.
It's like when you just everyone's arguing.
Why
Easy
is
there.
it 155 long?
Because that's 155 feet of whip.
Whoa. Very long.
150.
Yeah.
I imagine it
Listen,
just looks scary when she pulls it out too.
Like,
the average
oh,
length of a whip is like 20 feet.
Yeah,
So
but I
yeah.
mean, like with all the magic and stuff, just going through it.
Well, it's the magic and the fact that it's made out of lesser leviathan spine, and those don't get smaller than about 80 to 150 feet.
Goodness.
Yeah. You can tell that they literally forged the bone into a whip shape through a lot of struggle.
It was a lot of work, but they were determined.
Almost entirely because the eldest son is the only competent one. What do you get the forge? Because I'm not an idiot. Fair enough. Serial killers, Satan, and they're people who pee in the dark. I do that so much.
well, that explains a few things.
But I'm fearless. Fear. Okay, last meme I'm sending for now. Enjoy that. Welcome to Korea in your case.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will forever quote The Hangover Part 2. Honey, there's a reason they call it Bangkok, not Bang Cunt.
Yeah.
I actually want to go to Bangkok one of these days. I hear it's a blast if you have money.
Mhm.
If you have the money to hire a bunch of Asians to keep you safe, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Just stay away from the juicy girls.
I'll give each of you an extra. What is it? Oh, what was it? In the words of Archer, I'll give each of you an extra $2,000 if at least one of you is a genetic female. Super. Do you want ants? No, but
Because that's how you
oh, by
get
the
them.
way, Bonnie's also technically there, but not like they're there. She's out the little. This is what's really confusing you. This little dojo. It's got a little nice, pretty gold lace sliding door, and it leads out to a fucking backyard.
Oh?
God's sake, don't do this, piece of shit.
This is interesting, but it confuses me.
There you can see Bonnie's currently working on her core strength, or not her core, but her upper body strength via lifting what looks like a sphere of marble.
Is she wearing something skimpy too, or is she in normal clothes?
Oh, fuck no. Bonnie doesn't wear anything when she's working out except for, like, her pants.
Poor Phil.
His, I just see Fion just kind of looking around. His ears are just gonna pin into the back of his head, and tail's gonna lay on the floor. Oh, boy. No distractions. No distractions. No distractions. Just trying his best to concentrate on working on his bow.
Mm.
He's gonna make sure nobody is in the way of his line of fire before he starts taking shots at the statue. Well, I say statue, but the dummy.
Ah, yes. There's nobody in your way. Your shot is
Okay.
clear and easy. You think. And then the dummy just kind of... the dummy kind of just smacks your arrow out of the air and then slowly brings one of its hands back to rest.
Boy, what? Hmm. Hmm. All right then. Game on, statue.
Good shit.
Hmm. He's gonna practice for a while.
Ah, yes. Only one arrow doesn't get slapped out of the air.
Hmm.
That one misses, mind you, but you know what? We're not going to kick you while you're down. Just don't worry about it. I'm sure it'll be totally fine. Ah, yes. Carlo just kind of snickers from their judgmental position in the corner.
Whoa. Am I doing something wrong?
Yeah. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Not at all. Not at all. No, 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 not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No. No, not at all. I assure you, no. 100% okay. Everything you're doing. 100% okay. You hunt mice.
Well, could you show me some pointers or show me something so I can get a little better?
Arrow. Too slow. Arrow has to be faster.
How do I make my arrow go faster?
Duh. Make arrow faster. Want arrow be faster? Arrow be faster.
Gotta believe. Be the
Here,
arrow.
it's simple. And I'll just grab one of the little training bows, the little nice frickin' U longbow, and just give it a good tug. Take an arrow out of the provided abundance of them for it. That's also just kind of sitting there in another little tube, box. Regardless, I don't know what to call this. Cylinder, something. It's a thing.
It's a quiver.
And they'll draw the bow. Well, it's not technically a quiver because it's not equipped on a back. It's just sitting there beside the training bows.
The object is
Chock
called
full
a
of them.
quiver. It doesn't have to be equipped to gain that name.
No, it's not a quiver. It's not the same. It is a stationary. It is now the arrow box.
It's just a barrel full of arrows.
Yes. Anyways, and he'll draw it back and take a good aim at the statue, and just kind of, it's like it's not intentionally trying to be, facetious or anything, but you just make faster. And when he looses the arrow, you can feel the wind kind of tug by your head as it slams into the statue faster than it can move its hand.
Oh. Oh. Hmm. All right.
It's easy. Do it with any bow. You just take him, and they'll gesture their hand through the air, and you can see a couple of magic runes fill up along their finger. Take other hand to draw string, and then a few more runes will form along their palm and fingers. Draw string. And then that's when you can start to see the little faintness of a magical rune forming in front of the bow as they knock and then loose another arrow several hundred times its normal speed. It's quite simple. Mwah. You want arrow be fast? Arrow will be fast if you tell arrow be fast.
Arrow will also
Because-
explode if it bends too much.
Not in this case. Your physics don't have to exist here. Actually, they do, but it's intentional meddling from the spell used to prevent it from doing that. By applying a severe amount of pressure around the arrow's shaft, it keeps it intact, thus turning it into essentially a sabot.
So
Okay, so that's
just
gonna knock its force off to one side then, if it has to go
No, it's
around the shaft still.
No, it does not. You're thinking if it's getting directional pressure, not omnidirectional pressure.
So it's just holding it together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just pushing in on all sides.
Literally abusing physics itself that we can and do all the time by making something against its will feel the reaction of everything. One thing push here, other thing push here, but also push here and make that push back. Damn you, Newton!
I created this
Essentially,
table that holds itself up by falling.
Exactly. I fucking love those, by the way.
Somewhere in the world, a physics teacher writes the perfect test question.
Alright, so just tell the arrow to go faster.
No, you don't. You just make, not tell. Make
Make alright.
make
the
arrow faster. I like how the dice have just said that Carlo is a Russian half Oni. I fucking love this game.
Alright.
Everything has character.
Dorina is going to just kind of pause in her exercises. I just imagine her doing Tai Chi with a. So she's going to pause her Tai Chi type stuff and kind of walk over and just set her, basically put one end of the staff on the ground and then lean on it as she watches. Oh, here comes the rain again.
What?
It has decided to rain hard again.
Hmm.
Make arrow go fast.
Nice.
So make arrow. So I got to make the arrow go faster. Alright. Fion's gonna knock another arrow and see if he can make the arrow go faster.
All right, now begins the dice ruse. I demand the clickety clackities. Okay, this is technically going to require, because of what he's teaching you, intelligence and dexterity. Best of luck, friend.
Oh boy. Beyond sheet.
Not Yon Sheet. You leave Yon Sheet alone.
No, not Yon. Fion.
Yeah. You fucking leave pregnant wolf or pregnant fox alone. Leave
I
all
don't have
pregnant
Yon
foxes alone.
sheet.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
The only sheets I have are Fions and Shadows.
It's okay. Go do thing.
Alright, so
Be careful, go fast.
you said intelligence and what?
Dexterity.
Okay, so you're gonna make a dice roll for both of those?
No, just make dice. Make a dice roll and use both of their things. See if it's good enough.
Okay. Let's see.
Who's that? Uh,
Plus plus intelligence. 54. 255 total.
So close. But no.
Ah.
Arrow still goes slow, and then it just kind of pong to the ground, rejected by the statue, who's perturbed. But they now have two arrows, each one perfectly pinning one hand to the wall and one hand to the other part of the wall.
Ah.
No. Make arrow go first. Simple. Yeah, brother.
And Fion's gonna try again.
Eros etus asus. Eros, bye. Here. Well, I've got all these
What?
dice rolls here.
I'm working on it. I do maths.
Okay. I will excuse you because math. Wait, no, I won't. Fuck you. Jim!
Alright. 299.
Yay! By 4! Yay!
Yay.
Almost too slow, but not this time. Not this time. Instead, you managed to go right against the side of their palm. I was trying to remember the name for the face of your hand. And it just kind of gives a nick as it sticks them in the shoulder, and the statue is angry.
Ah.
Yay! Hey, we gotta go fast. Good.
I didn't really think it was that easy to do that.
Not easy to do that.
Well, it's not.
No, it's not easy to do that. You're just stubborn enough for it to work.
So
Normal
what you're
people
telling me?
can't. Normal people can make it go fast. They too easy to push over. They don't want to believe. They argue like, no, that doesn't make sense. Of course it makes sense. Arrow zero, you are you. Listen, because you make you person, personality, family, belief, aspiration, anger. Put us arrow scared. Arrow not listen, arrow get broke. Buy new arrow. Simple.
Hmm. All right. So just make the arrow do what you want it to do.
You make. Yeah. Make everything do what you want. It's simple. Only philosophy. Do what I command or I crush.
Hmm.
Oh, horn grow a little bit. Calm down, horn. I shave you.
Interesting. He's gonna kind of look at the arrow in his hand, and he's gonna knock it. Huh?
Oh no, no, I mean it's okay.
He's gonna
Wrong chair.
pull back, and in his head, he's gonna go. He's just gonna kind of, in his mind, he's gonna scream at the arrow, faster. Right, dice roll. Apparently, screaming at the arrow works.
We'll see.
That 2 plus intelligence of 4. 306.
Okay, hold on. I'm just doing some stuff. Na 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 na. Oh, it works, by the way. I just sorry, it's just type. Me do type. It's okay. I don't take me. Don't worry. You live. Promise you'll live. You'll not die. Then again. Yes. When thank you, guys.
What?
Oh, I'm just saying thank you, guys. Ba-da-boo-boo-boo-boo. What? There you go, buddy.
Hmm?
Oh, almost put my phone in a bowl. Let's not do that. Okay. Damn it.
Oh!
Ah! I knew there would be a noise. Your hand also kind of burns now.
Which one?
Both.
Fion's gonna kind of shake his hand some.
Oh, no spell. No. Are you used to magic?
Uh, no, I'm not.
Oh, okay. Go take breather. You're going to throw up.
Oh, you really?
You feel nauseous now.
Fion's just kind of.
You're 90% certain I know what they're talking about.
Oh, all right. Fion's gonna find a bathroom or something to go throw up in.
I mean, there's outside. You're gonna go throw up in the yard.
Fion doesn't want to throw up in the nice yard. The nice yard. I've seen what vomit does to grass. And
Yeah.
besides, Bonnie's
Plus,
out
you don't
there.
want to. Yeah, Bonnie's out there with the tits out, just lifting a fucking. That's a heavy sphere. That is. I just want to iterate. That sphere is like if you're measuring its what is it? Its diameter from is with a line across it. I think.
Yeah, it's a line directly across it.
Yeah, that is a 3.5 foot diameter sphere of marble.
Nice.
And Bonnie's just out there bench pressing it. I like how this is actually increasing her strength by 1 point every hour.
Mm. But yeah, Fiona's
Good,
gonna go
good
find a bathroom
exercise.
or
There is, there is a bathroom down here. There's a toilet.
Well,
well,
Doru's
that's
gonna
where.
make her way over to Bonnie and just kind of hang out there quietly, being her spotter, I guess you could say. She's not really worried.
Yeah.
'Cause Bonnie seems to be doing just fine.
Ah, yes, because she's not fighting. Doru can appreciate her muscles.
Doru approved.
Fion's just hoping nobody can hear him while he's in the bathroom. Just
Just the puking cat noises.
yeah, just tail sticking straight up and hair and mane fluffed up.
Help me. Puking and just, are you dead in there?
Ugh. No, I'm fine. Just learned the new spell. Ugh.
Are you not
Gotta work.
new? You're new to magic? Oh, I'm sorry. Um, drink water, and yeah, that's really all I can tell you to do is just do it frequently, otherwise you'll keep throwing up.
Hey, thank you. But
Hmm.
after he's done puking, he'd come back out. Hey, how are you doing?
Ah, I'm alright. It comes and it goes.
Mhm. Yeah, good that you're alright.
Well, for the moment at least. The panic attack's gone.
Well, the hell was that? Heard a bang outside. Pretty sure it's just someone down the road doing fireworks or something.
That's Suli ripping ass. That's what that is. He ripped ass that an entire tree line was blown away. The power of an Osmium. A weapon to surpass Metal Gear. Colonel.
Just throw Suyoi in Snake's place. Everything will be fine.
Hi. Oh! You shot me! That's rude! Stop it! I'm warning you, mister! That's it. I'm throwing a truck. Oh shit!
Oh shit, he actually means a whole truck!
Like,
But-
Bonnie's just gonna. That's gonna be funny. I gotta get to this interaction when you're done with the mob. I love this.
Fion's gonna kind of pat Mob's shoulder. Yeah.
Please don't get any vomit on me.
Don't worry, I'm not. Got it all in the toilet and flushed it.
We'll offer you a canteen. And you can have this, just wash it out when you're done.
Alright. Thank you.
Careful,
will-
it's imbued, it's extremely cold.
Did Sen imbue this?
I don't know. Half the fun. And he'll just slowly walk away.
Oh. Fion's ears are gonna kind of pin to the back of his head. Fion will drink what's in the flask. Well, the canteen.
You can only take sips because if your susceptibility to ice is fucking, twice as effective. And my god, when you're drinking barely above freezing water, brain freeze.
And
Yeah,
you see him like
but
he just takes one gulp. Brain freeze.
Oh, by the way, no, it was Sin who actually gave Fionn a wet willy with ice.
Yeah.
it was Sen that gave Fionn one.
Mm-hmm.
I
He
kind of
got that
feel
from
like
his
it might
father,
have
though.
been you that gave Shadow one also.
Fuyu has
I
probably
feel like
given Shadow
history
one.
is repeating itself here.
Like father, like son.
It's like, here, let me show you my dad taught me.
Wait, where the fuck is
Yeah.
Beatrice right now?
Probably wherever Sen happens to be.
After Sin got done with,
They better be.
morning ritual. That morning ritual that ends with a mouse to try to make a really wet, naughty pop sound. Hold on. No, hold on. No. That's a go.
So wherever he happens to be, she'll probably just be with him. Because
Of
there's
course,
not really any need for her to be anywhere else.
he has decided to go and get some fresh air and stand out in the field, past Bonnie's shirtless ass. And that way he can stretch out his wings with his glorious 30-foot wingspan.
Some big wings.
Yes, he gets them from his mom. The big green and black, I believe.
Uh,
Yeah.
Black with like green iridescence.
Yes, I was correct. Thank you for taking notes, Brain. You're welcome. Well, it's black with green iridescence running on the outside edge of the slightly green tinted ice. That it makes up his feathers, because that's his physiology, apparently.
I can see it having some somewhat blue-green tint to it from like influences from Fuyu.
Yeah, it's like blue ice, but it's technically like a turquoise look because of the green.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what his feathers look like.
They're very
He can
pretty.
work his he can work his left wing fine, but his right one still has some trouble functioning. I gotta keep making dice rolls to see if we can get past this. Okay.
Beatrice is gonna be right there with him. Well, she's not gonna be like in the way or anything, but she'll be there for him. And Doru is just, overseeing everything, leaning on her dick.
Oh, okay. Whereabouts is Dora whilst Bonnie is lifting this sphere? Like, how close? Is
I'd
she
say
upskirt close?
she's probably about 10 feet away or so.
Okay, good. I'm glad she's not like standing directly over Bonnie. Just like, because Bonnie is the kind that would just take one glance up and just. I see.
And she would take a glance up and, just like drop the ball on her stomach and be like, ooh!
Motivation.
That completes that hour for her. All right, she will stand herself up. Duh. Now begins her trying to deadlift it onto her back.
Mm.
Yes. That's pretty much all Bonnie's gonna be doing. Eventually getting the ball onto her back, she's gonna start walking whilst semi-squatted.
I'm kind of curious as to what kind of number she needs to be getting to pick that rock up.
Bonnie has a high strength stat on her own. But
Yeah.
she has to beat. Let's see. She has to beat 250 by default.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just curious. So Doru's a good spotter for her.
Okay, did 250 or 215 come through for you guys? Because I know, 15 and 50, when said fast, can kind of blend together. You heard 250?
250.
Okay. 215. I'm sorry. I just want to double check because I'm like, wait, I speak fast. That's it. That's on me. I'm
Either
sorry.
way, Doru can spot her.
Yeah. That's what she's doing. Training. Where the hell is... Oh, what just vibrated on my head?
What?
Nothing.
Like, why is my head vibrating?
Fucking love that. Sorry, one of my friends, I made a comment to them a while ago, and it was a comment about something that was confirming something they wanted me to say, because I tell them about our campaign every now and then, and they wanted to know that if it has become official that Siluran and Noro are on a thing, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was a while ago. So they sent me a gif of Napoleon Dynamite's brother from the movie, just yes.
Yes.
Yes, sweet. Yeah, that's what they sent me. Is that sweet? Yeah. They are absolutely enthralled by them as a couple for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're all pushovers. Good. Now to kill one of them. Let's start a poll. Which one would break your heart the most?
Somebody get serious ass whooping afterward.
That would be if somebody did kill one of them, that would just be a horrible moment. Just get that motherfucker's wallet and then his life.
Naibai, take his soul.
Naibai soul punches. Ah! I felt that in my kidneys!
What's his soul?
Somebody need Naibai?
We were just talking about if something happened to Noro or Siluran, how they'd get beat up, and they'd stick Naibai on them to punch their soul in the kidney. Just nigh working spirit kidneys like a speed bag. Just I could see that. I like that thought. She's smooth, but she's fierce.
She fierce. She don't even have to move, and then suddenly you hurt. She, she,
Why do I hurt?
she
And then
could
Naibai is
totally,
taking credit.
she could totally do that thing from SpongeBob where Patrick pretends to get beat up and SpongeBob just does nothing the entire time.
I thought you were gonna say it'd be the thing from SpongeBob. She's like, "You want to see me run to that rock? You want to see me do it again?"
Well, she would also do that. That is her personality.
I can see Naibai be like, "I'm gonna fuck you up real good right now," and just stand there, and you feel that, and like, ah! It's like that's me hurting you, and then really just Ghost and Force just stab, 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 ah!
Oh, that's another thing. Ghost and Forth could do the fucking doctor throw from Dr. Mario in Super Smash. Just yeet!
He has a ghost knife. He's got a good knife.
How do you kill a knife? I don't know. Ask the Japanese.
I know, right? How do you kill a toilet? Yes. Oh, clearly, you've never had P.F. Chang's. Oh God. All right, but yes. Mob is pretty much just going to observe his friends, though, because he's confused. He goes into a semi-state of panic until he feels somebody touching him, and it's Suyoi, who's just quiet, but for some reason, when Mob is touched, apparently, goddamn, these dice rolls. When Mob gets touched by Suyu, he just kind of goes calm. Shh. Breathe. Remember. Calm within. Hurricane without. Hi.
Theon's gonna wave with the hand that's not used, that's not holding the canteen. Hello.
Naibai runs by. Hi.
Hi. Bye. I like how he waves hi with one hand, then bye with the other. Insui. Those big old 8 arms of his, always forming into some sort of mantras.
Theon. Good morning, Suyo.
Oh, it is morning, that's right. A day passed. Right, I forgot.
Imagine Turtle just kind of munches on the way too. It's like, oh, there's a plant. I went, no.
No, there's a
Meanwhile, yeah, I was gonna say, meanwhile, outside, Turtle has encountered Palm Tree. Palm Tree has been defeated. It just stops, bites into like the midsection of a tree and tears it up and out the ground, and just chews on it as it keeps walking.
That's the
Yeah, that's
best part.
pretty much what I pictured. Is just whatever it happens to want. Like, oh, this looks tasty. Nyam.
It has actually crushed a few random wandering mobs too. Yeah, like not even light levels, because of its owner and its level that it was given by Suyoi from all his love and affection. Yeah, it just like stepped on a level 100 enemy like at the beginning of the session, just crushed it underfoot, just
No.
yeah. Its stepping on it was the equivalent of having 15,000 tons per square inch step on you.
What level is the turtle?
Yes.
What level is Suyoi?
What level is whom?
Suyoi.
You forgot already? It's 648.
Oh,
Yeah. 100
That's why he
isn't
punched you
impressive.
and laid you out.
100's not
Yeah.
impressive in this game world. You're thinking of the old rules where it only goes up to 200.
Yeah. You gotta get to you gotta be like around Crucia's level to be considered extremely dangerous on site.
mm-hmm. What is Suyoi considered?
Suyoi is considered an osmium. Duh.
Okay.
No, Suyoi is considered dangerous to people that know his pedigree.
Yeah.
Now, there's a reason that those two adventurers guilds that you've been to thus far have remained as beacons of essentially military superpower for a
Mm-hmm.
better part of 2,000 years now.
Oh.
Anyways, everyone having fun training?
Feeling. I learned a new spell. I'm a little
Oh,
sleepy.
congratulations! Carlo's doing his job, and I don't have to encourage him. Yeah, yes, exactly. I do job. What did you teach him? I teach him make arrow go fast. Oh, dynamic shot. No, make arrow go fast!
I,
Yes, Mag, as he likes to call it.
he told me tell the arrow to go faster, and it did, and it went faster.
Maybe one day he'll help you learn how to make arrow go even faster.
It can go
No,
even faster.
he's not ready for it to go even faster. It breaks small bones. It not really breaks small bones, but it will rupture magical channels, thus breaking bones spiritually and metaphorically.
Oh,
Also
so
hemorrhaging. And possibly
so
aneurysm. Shit blood.
so don't try spells that are over my level. Gotcha.
Never try magic if not good with magic. It's how you die.
I've really never really tried any magic until I picked up this bow. Well, the first bow that I picked up, I should say.
I don't use magic by their standards, so I wouldn't know the pain.
The only spell you know is fist. That's the only spell you
That's
need.
not true. I don't
Hmm?
use spells. I use mantras and ki. There's a very large difference. Uh,
Uh,
Fundamentally, it's all the same. In practice, it's all different.
uh, what is key?
Ki is everything. It's not facetious answer. It's technically what they consider.
Alright.
Sun is key. Ground key. Key is also key. Key to door is key. And key is key too. Key to key. Key of key. Contextual. Bow is key.
Key is the key to unlocking your key.
Anyways.
Theon's just gonna take a sip of his water.
To put it simply, you are too far gone to learn key because it would really confuse you and you've already learned the basic fundamentals of Ilvamaran and Amanthian magic, so that's fine. But key has to be taught a different way.
Alright, fair enough.
Nightbite doesn't
Hmm.
know any magic spells. They could probably learn key.
I mean, true, but Naibai already plays with the dead,
Yeah. She's already
so
fucking around with spirits, I guess.
might be a disqualifier for it too.
Yeah.
I think the only one who already has the prerequisites for key is Bonnie,
Mhm.
because she's been pretty much doing it all her life without knowing about it, just because of her dad talking to her.
Hmm.
Now remember, you have to learn to make the punches not hurt that bad. It's quite simple. Let it happen, and then mock them if they're weak. Did you punch me? That did not feel like a punch. It felt like a suggestion for you to do better. Mons, the most terrifying man alive. I say alive because Randall's technically there, but to call Randall alive is to say that, the sun is technically fire. I mean, kinda. It's also not. Yes, I know, but now stop talking shit. Okay. The day will go smoothly, I'm assuming. I think it'll be a nice, easy trip to where you need to go.
Ah, I see. The dice have decided that Naibai will continue to run around the entire day and then just finish the day by downing an entire gallon of water. Good job.
Good for her.
Good job.
Yeah. Drinks next morning. I have to pee! Sin made no progress on flying today.
Well, he still has his girlfriend to hug him.
He's going to need it. He got about a foot off the ground and then his wing locked up and he fell. Bonnie managed to go up. Look at that. 28 strength points. Thanks to her training. And now you can see, Jesus Christ. Well, for her size, Bonnie is terrifyingly buff.
Mhm.
Because all that lifting has made her biceps and everything just swell with blood.
Mhm.
She can make her boobs dance.
I can imagine her and Doru just kind of doing that for.
I could pick you up, if you wanted.
I could pick you up with consent.
Yeah, exactly. And
Doru
Faraji.
going to grin at her. I could probably do the same.
Faraji's just sitting over there. He came out a while ago, but he's been hiding with his stealth this entire time, crushing the environment's dice rolls, just so he could sit there and watch Doru and Bonnie and just sitting there, finally breaking his silence. Just, I, I, I'll referee. Yeah, if you want. It's up to you. You guys. It's up to you guys. Anyways.
Doru's just gonna look at him a little bit confused. Why would we need a referee?
You know, wrestling. I love wrestling. My father taught me a lot of it. Called it wrestling taught by the greatest warriors ever. Whomever they were. Said it was common misconception that if you took away their weapon, you were safe. That he's heard many, I believe the words were savage barbarian screaming like a girl when a legate had them in a pretzel. Whatever the hell a pretzel is. But I suppose that's irrelevant. You know that pretzel means angel wings, though.
I did not know that.
Mhm. Well, time to go wash off. I smell. Good hustle. I know. There's Faraji thumbing up, just yeah. Oh, god damn it. Bob has begun the confrontation just out of curiosity.
What?
Oh, he's talking to Faraji, he's interacting, but he
No.
doesn't exactly know what to talk about. But he was just curious, just walking over, just. What do you mean by referee? Exactly. I mean, watch and make sure there's no violations outside the rules.
Mm.
Why did you carefully word that? What? Is there some sort of thing? Hey, don't you give me no sass about things, Mr. Horse Humper.
What?
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 Horse, the centaur. What? They're a horse! At least 3/4 of them is a horse! What? Yes, nobody talked to you about this. Why has nobody talked to him about this?
No, don't. Faraji, why don't you
Oh,
come over
no,
here with
no.
me?
No, fuck you. Mom, lean down. I want to show you something. This proposition is slightly ominous.
Do you really think? You think it's a good idea?
Well, I don't know, Fionn. Is it a good idea to not let his heart remember? Despite my promiscuity, I'll have you know that I find romance to be the strongest and most attractive force in this world. And that love should never be denied, no matter what barriers may stand, be they mental, spiritual, or physical, or magical.
You do have a point.
Remember what I am? I actually don't remember what I am. I'm technically a malicious monstrosity.
You're a lot of things, Faraji.
Yes, I am. Wait, are some of them good that you're talking about? Careful now.
Alright.
Okay, as long as some of them. I don't care about the rest. They don't matter. Go away. Just sit over there.
It's a mix of good and bad.
Just sit over there. Be a good kitty.
I am a good kitty.
Yes, you are. Good kitty. And I'll just pet Fionn on the head. Good kitty.
Indignant purring.
I like how Faraji always does that. Seriously, every time they interact, he always ends with, yes, you are good kitty. And he pets him. It's like some sort of fucked up, it's like a sort of fucked up ridicule. But it's a it's like one of those things you can't be mad about because they're complimenting you, but you want to be because it's facetious.
Exactly.
Like, you'll look like a dick if you're pissed about it. Alright. Fucking love Faraji's personality. It's appropriate for something as chaotic as a Bishonen.
Yeah.
Sitting right here, seriously though, as retarded and as insane as I am, I do have some merit when it comes to helping people, because I was begrudgingly forced into being a good person by my 3 mothers. Excuse me? Technically, 2 of them, they, I'm aware.
It's a
For now.
complicated story.
Moral support from one of them. Just Do what you need to do. I just. Mob's hesitant sitting beside this erratic fox. Now, just want me to touch your head, hold your hand. I just need to make physical contact. It's how the magic works. Oh, hand holding. You're like, shit! Stop squeezing. Yes, I love it. Because Mob is still Mob. And Faraji went to tease him, and then felt his bones being squeezed together in his hand. Okay. Spell time.
Fion's just gonna kind of step a few feet back and watch as he sips the water.
Dice roll versus dice roll versus dice roll. There's that dice roll. So that number. Blah, blah. Yeah.
And meanwhile, Dorvy's going to move over to Theo and going to tell him, "Good job on learning that new spell."
Thank you.
I set up. What? Why are you laughing at me? Is it because of the noises? And then the
Yes.
statement thereafter?
Yes, exactly.
Let me guess, as a friend of mine insulted me and I love it, Ralph energy. Ralph Wiggum energy. He said that to me the other night. I was so pissed, but I love it. Because I did something along my goofy lines, and then he goes, I'm in danger. Same energy. I fucking hate how true it is, but I love it. Okay, alright, her strength is now because of her working out. Hig 158. God, Bonnie could punch the shit out of somebody. Oh right, I need to give her 4 million experience. No, I already did. Never mind. Did I? No, I don't think I did. Nah, I don't care. She's already good enough level. Okay, so he managed to beat the environment. Suck it, is what Faraji would say. It's what I would say for sure. Suck it, nature. Don't panic. Stop panicking. I need the finger circulation, please. It's really hard to concentrate when you're pricking my fingers. Let go now, please. I'm sorry. Ow! You have nails, good sir. And Faraji will reach into his sleeve and pull out a bandage and wrap up his hand, which was good right until the end when the nails came out and kind of dug into his fucking flesh. Thank you. I suppose, in some weird way. Yeah, it's just easier than explaining everything I freaking witnessed and heard from you. Welcome. I'm sorry, by the way, if you forget them, but you just needed to at least remember them once. Motherfucker, that burns. Alright, I'm gonna poke Naibai and make her do healing whether she likes it or not. First, he's gonna find Naibai and eventually he's going to maliciously demand healing.
Naibai, dripping in sweat, is going to give them very musky hugs.
Yeah, I've had worse. Be surprised how sweaty it gets when the dinner lady falls asleep on top of you. Ass first and all that.
And once they're all healed up, back to.
I'm gonna slow down on that, or you're gonna really have to pee in the morning, by the way. You know what? Do what you want. You're an adult. Think you're an adult. Hope you're an adult. Otherwise, a lot of people are in trouble.
Naibai's just gonna hit them. What's an adult?
I'm not afraid to hit a child, Naibai.
I'm not a child if that's what you're into.
Nah, I don't think I'm gonna do this thing called. Oh, look at that. It's bedtime. And he'll just walk off. Farazi using those lame excuses. Just looks at. He doesn't even pull his sleeve back. He just looks directly at his sleeve, where like if there was a watch underneath it would be.
Naibai is going to take a victory sip.
Deucery Bob. I like not being. Never change. Dice, never let the personality change. Suyui's content with today's events of watching the children. And will be the first back in his dojo in the morning. Suyui's currently not wearing the top part of his kimono. So he is, shirtless, and you can see a large number of symbols, which are way too complicated for me to explain. Just know that they are, it is kanji all over his back, forming, basically, so he's got a torii gate on his back, and there's kanji along, I'm just gonna do it anyways, because it's cool. Fuck you, brain. He's got a torii gate on his back, with kanji going up either one of its legs and across its arch. And then you've got the it's almost obligatory to have some sort of element of nature. So what he seems to have, though, is he has lightning, the water, or the ocean, and the sun all nicely in there for the three of the major kami as you would consider them in our world. The sun goddess, Amaterasu, Tsukuyomi is technically the moon god, and Susanoo, who is technically the lightning god. That's the weird thing. Tsukuyomi is the god of the moon, but also of the ocean somehow. Anyways. He's not from our world, but it's definitely inspired by it. That's the best way I can describe it. He comes, mind you, all his stuff is from another land, but it's like, there's going to be variations. People always have the same exact ideas, even across different worlds. Fucking people being so unoriginal yet so diverse. How? By the way, how? Seriously. How are human beings so unoriginal and so original simultaneously? How? Fucking logical fallacy, that's what they are. Let's see. It kind of just looks like a Tory gate surrounded by a storm. A tempest? A cyclone? Would it be a cyclone if it's Asia?
Isn't it a typhoon?
Is it typhoon?
Typhoon.
Is that what they call like? Is it
Yeah,
typhoon? Okay, but is a typhoon what they would call like a severe hurricane?
Yes.
Okay.
Typhoon,
Then
hurricane, and cyclone are just different places.
Okay, well, that's what it looks like the Torii Gate is surrounded by, is a raging typhoon. And you swear when you look at it, you see it actually move, like it's fucking 3-dimensional on his back, like it's a live wallpaper across his back. But yeah, that aside, your muscle-bound, multi-armed friend also seems to be currently in a punching match with the statue, which is moving faster than you remember.
You know, the dice have decided that today Fiona is going shirtless.
Okay. But does Fiona have the balls to walk in whilst hearing the clanging of stone on what is absolutely a solid fucking gold fist?
Let's see. Let's see what the dice say. The dice say yes, he is.
Oh,
He's going
good. Fiona will open the door and it looks calm. Then when he sets in, immediate fucking hurricane force winds start pushing him to one side of the room.
to.
Then it happens the other way, but it's a lot more hot and aggressive, like sort of the wind coming off of an inferno. And then it's the cool, albeit searingly, like it's like that searing wetness that you get from being in like a hurricane, where the cold droplets of rain just kind of scrape at you. That's what you feel again. Essentially,
Yes, so hard it stings.
you're getting smacked forward and backwards, and they're in the center of the room punching each other with all 8 of their arms.
He can't really say much. He's just getting pushed around by the wind.
Just imagine hold on to the nearest object and flapping about.
Just hold on to it like a pillar or something.
I will let you roll to see if you can grasp onto something before you eventually become airborne.
What do I roll?
That would be dexterity.
Okay, Dex. All right, let's see.
Yeah.
Dice roll go. Yeah. That plus 152. 227.
Thank God you did, because that would hurt. You managed to, thankfully, grab onto the one of the sturdily inbuilt posts, as almost like they were put here intentionally to keep you from fucking flying.
Just Fion's got his arms and legs wrapped around this pole. Well, as much as he could. It's fucking windy.
It fumpkin whipped.
Let's see. I suppose Dora would be up and about by this time, wouldn't she?
Oh, yeah.
Well, after eating, she would have returned to the training ground, because she can supervise her minions.
Well,
I'm gonna keep calling them that.
Well, one of our minions is currently being pushed around by gale force winds.
And that once she comes across him, he'll basically grab him by the shoulder or like around the middle or whatever, and kind of drag him back to shelter.
His mane is so fluffed up, not just because of the sudden shock, because of all the wind and the changes, subtle changes. It's frizzy.
Apikilla tiki. Ei täällä karatahin. Oh, no. I assume he's talking to the statue, apparently.
Oh dear.
So
Good
yes,
morning, daughter.
good morning.
It's a
Drunk?
little windy.
Yes, eat him.
Jakam jakatahal iklitil devasa. When Sui does notice people are in the room, he'll just stop the entire fight by promptly punching this statue into a wall. Good morning!
Good morning, good boy.
Good morning.
And Dora will kind of straighten up Fion's fluff a little bit,
Thank you.
and she'll give him
Avisa.
precisely 2 pats. I thought I would supervise them as they did their training and such.
Hey. Ignaste Dianakin? Oh, excuse me. Sorry, my bad. It's just slipping into normalcy there. Let me care for some breakfast.
Oh, I
Yeah.
would love some.
Hey, that sounds good.
Fun fact: I don't think any of you have ever seen Suyu eat an actual piece of cow. Just thinking about that.
We haven't
You've seen him eat
him
meat.
anything.
Oh yeah, you don't pay that. He eats though. Don't worry, he's not like some sort of weird immortal being that doesn't need sustenance or some weird shit like that. He's just
He's not
Suyu.
Randall.
Randall. I mean, Randall needs sustenance. His sustenance is the irritation and suffering of innocent people. Yes. Your tears are so tasty. Randall in a nutshell.
Just sipping on a mug of tea.
Yeah, knowing Randall, he's crazy enough to literally send people out to collect tears from people.
Please don't give him any ideas for Shadow.
I don't know, Shadow has a job. It's called
Yeah.
Make Me Grandchildren. More!
How many grandkids do you want?
More.
Just, I want as many as I desire, boy, and you will do it, your soul will be reaped.
Yes, sir. Siri! Help!
Good kid. Oh, what are you looking at? You're a severed head. All right, you're looking at the last thing that you saw. The ceiling. There's a lot of cobwebs up there. It's probably my favorite NPC. One of my favorites, should I say. He's up there. He's like top 3. He's such a shit poster, and yet such an integral part of the story. If you ever get to that part in one of the, I don't know, I've like got expansions planned. If you want to have fun, just listen. Like, ambition is my thing. I rolled the dice to see because I'm curious. Like, so you have like that musculature where after he's done working out of any kind, where his pecs will idly just like twitch like they're dancing. And apparently, out of 10 rolls, 9 of them were yes, and one of them was no.
Mm. So it's a yes.
No, it's a no. That's how this works. No, yes, it's a yes. With those solid gold fucking arms of his.
Mhm.
That's not true. Technically, 6 of his 8 are solid gold. His main original 2 are just they're normal, but they have golden bracers around them.
Mm.
Ah, yes, he's got that very pretty, like. You can tell he's a very large man of Asian descent, but he's got like this glaze of like being in the sun 24/7 over him.
Mhm.
It's like if you take like whipped cream and you were to like scorch the top of it a little bit with like a torch. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
Burned whipped cream. I don't know. I'm
Marshmallow.
toasted. Yeah, not like charred, but toasty. I don't know. He's a yellowy gold brown. Handsome. I'm hungry. God damn it. I want s'mores now. Fuck. Why do I do this to myself? I just picture. I was about to use the words. He's got graham cracker colored skin. And I'm like, fuck. There's graham crackers in the kitchen. I want them. I'm such a fucking glutton. All right. God damn it! How does this always happen, brain? Why do you make yourself want sweets? Stop. I tried to explain it decently, and I somehow came around to dessert.
Well, what is for breakfast?
All right, yes. It's a Suyui-esque breakfast. Meat. He's giving you meat, greens, butter, and cheese. That's pretty much your whole thing.
Oh.
In the
You know what
form
he
of
does?
some sort of so he's basically taken the concept of eggs, egg steaks, lettuce, onions, and cheese, and made it into a casserole.
Oh. That sounds delightful.
But it's not cow, it's some sort of very tasty monster meat that he's prepared properly. Pulse
Mhm.
Leviathan is the meat, by the way. I wanted something to have sort of a minerally taste to it.
Can't say I've ever had Leviathan before.
No, fake Leviathan. I think the only person I know who's had Leviathan meat is Rigel. And Vesuvius. Hmm.
Thank you for
Maybe
the
one day
compliment.
you can find a Leviathan. Oh, you're welcome. Just eat up.
Beyond would eat.
Good, good. Anyways. You know about da.
You know, Suyoi.
Hmm.
I know a dessert that I could make for you if you like giving out sweets.
I have a lot of sweets, though.
Okay.
I mean, you're welcome to cook something as long as you don't set yourself on fire. But correction, my kitchen. It's
I
they
wouldn't
work
dream.
hard to keep it clean.
I wouldn't dream of doing anything to damage this magnificent home of yours. It's really inspiring. It's I don't have
You.
words to describe it.
It's almost like it's awe-inspiring.
Aye, and that it is.
I think he just gave you a word for it.
Yeah, Fion's just gonna go back to eating.
Wait, you said they work hard to keep. Who cleans your kitchen? M- Palace hands? What?
Hmm?
Palace hands who tend to my kitchen and the bedrooms and the plants and my room. Basically everything inside and outside. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Fion's just gonna
Yes.
kind of glance around.
Oh, you won't find them by looking around that easy. Rita has to let you. Well, they have to want you to see her or them. Applying
Oh,
gender to Rita's very dangerous considering their non-ephemeral nature.
alright.
Mm-hmm. So are you always this quiet as a bunch at breakfast? Or,
Oh,
whenever?
Fairly
sometimes.
quiet.
It's amazing. You're quiet in public, but every time I've passed by your room, or at least, yesterday morning, pretty much any time I pass by some of your rooms, you're very loud and vocal.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. At least you don't have the wet slapping of thigh and ball on ass. And they'll just look at a fucking corner of the table where you've got Raji, Doru, then Sin, and Beatrice.
Doru's just gonna grin a little bit.
What a naughty gold she is.
And so she's just gonna giggle at that. And Beatrice's ears are gonna kind of perk up a little bit.
Is Carlo at the table?
Harlow is there. He's currently eating his casserole and drinking a very stout liquid.
Fion, Carlo.
Uh, yeah, what? What do you want?
Might I ask, where are you from? I don't think I've ever heard your accent before.
Oh, from Wumavoni.
Uh, no, not that's not what I meant.
I know. Location. Iradia.
Hmm.
Iradia
And
is far northeastern nation situated about few hundred or so links away from a few 100,000 technically links away from Rhineland, which is about 2,500 links southernly of Agravar, which is up near the north part of world. Very, very cold. Pretty much all the three nations, Agravar, Rhineland, Uradia, always cold. Snow, horrible monsters, people. No wonder I was born. My father was a great, great person, so I'm told. He must have been very cold, though, from what I understand, only extremely hot. Many ways. That explain why so eager to make baby with one, and then that's how here I am.
I see. Sounds like
Yeah,
an interesting place.
probably was very interesting. I hear she had mother had two big, beautiful horns, great handlebars. I'm assuming.
Theo's gonna kind of chuckle.
I have one though. Very good, a very good horn. Really good for stabbing people in face.
I would imagine so.
Yeah. Or pretending that I am what you call Moaz.
A what?
A Moaz is large, fur semi-carnivorous serving creature with sharp antler.
Oh,
Yes,
alright.
it's like moose but worse. See, moose and moors. You may use z, moors. There's only one Z, but you believe the other one's there, they're there.
Sounds a little too chilly for my liking.
It's fine. It's only freezing temperature a 16th of a year.
And what is it the rest of the year?
A low freezing.
Ah, see.
That's
Well,
if you live like north or far north. It's okay. You live south, it's only barely above freezing.
I see. Oh,
It's
who knows?
it's
Maybe.
what it's 28 it's 28 ITUs. 28 ITUs all the time.
I see. And there is an abundance of ice magic there, isn't it?
You know, actually, there's a lot of fire magic there too. More fire magic where I come from in other parts. Almost like people don't want to use magic of place that brings suffering.
True.
There's a lot of ice magic. You find the most ice magic in Igrivar, though. Only place you can find true ice.
True ice?
Yes, true ice. True ice is okay. So is mage. Explain. Real easy now. When magic first came into the world, you had the primordial state of it known as primordial magic, which is like a seething raging chaos, and it gave birth to the torrent, as call it, which is a more refined. It's basically large cataclysmic burst of magic that was primordial energies, that was the unkempt fury of nature. And then Torrent is refinement. It's version 2. Very good. Help make more refined life. Um, but the start of that, you needed the main elements of magic, like the main magical elements and like of nature via magic to help propagate the flow of magic. So Torrent create through ice, through water, through fire, through wind, through earth, through light, through dark. It's very simple. Those are the main ones: ice, water, fire, earth, wind, light, dark. Only thing you need to know those 7 elements, because all magic stems from those 7 elements. But to call something true, it has to be true. True ice is remnant of the true ice, the first ice. All ice you see in magic used nowadays, even by really strong ice mage, not true ice. True ice is often considered entropic ice, It's ice so cold it creates more of itself because it tries to spread ice where it can. It is the strongest, original, oldest of itself. Can only be found really in Nigravar and only then in certain areas, which are known as magic hot zones. So got a lot of names: magic hot zones. Um, what is it? Torrential heavy surge areas or something weird. I don't know. Ilvamar has a bunch of names, but too many names. It's very simple. Area where magic angry. Go there, find out. Horrible things happen there. Monsters are stronger. Make very good shelves.
I think I'll avoid that until I'm a little higher level because I
It's
am
fine.
more susceptible to cold and ice damage
Nah, it's
since I'm
fine.
5'3".
Nah, it's okay. Angry magic area in Hygravar only has recommended level requirement of 285 and up. It's easy. I've done it. I'm only 291. It's okay. You won't die. That's not true. You probably die. I die once. Weird. Wake up, have to go get things. Puerto. Really bad brain freeze. Or perhaps that was penetrated skull.
That'd probably do it.
But that's it. And then there's obviously through fire, through water. Fun fact, through water can actually get normal water wet.
Is
Beyond
water wet?
well,
It
I'm
makes
not getting
water
that
wet.
fast. I'm
No, it's very
I'm not. I
simple. Like, look, you make arrow go fast. Why you not understand this concept?
So the true water is telling the water to be wet.
Basically, yes. I threw water. I boss. You listen. I'm wetter than you. You too dry. Get wetter. Boom. True water makes smaller true water.
Ah, all
Yes.
right.
Same with True Fire. I watched True Fire once. Scary. Eat fire. Make it better fire.
Mhm.
True elements are terrifying. You ever find anyone who's using a magic that is using true element? Run away. Find someone stronger and let them deal with it. Or find a bunch of weak people and form like an alliance against them, and then hopefully you not die.
Beatrice is going to speak out. I imagine Ivy would be interested in finding true air.
Yeah, a lot of people interested in finding true winds. The problem with finding wind, is fucking wind. It's invisible.
Everywhere.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the thing. You'll think true wind would be everywhere, but it's not. Somehow. I don't understand it myself. Because, I call it cheating. It's how you're not there. You just win. Where else wind go? Ground? No. Somebody put true wind in a box?
Now that propels you like something.
Did Ricky
What?
put true winged in Ivy's?
I mean, I'm not going to tell you yes or no. I'm just going to let that one stew. Why? What stupid idea? Who put true wind in bag? It's true wind. Why would you do that? You can make true tornado.
That
Yeah.
sounds a little terrifying.
I know, right? It would make everything it hit into smaller tornado.
Hmm.
They would eat them, becoming even bigger through tornado. Tornado of truth. Thank you for
I can
coming to
just
my
imagine
magical
her being
seminar.
like, Ivy fix this, and then Ivy eats it.
Anyways, going to eat
Anyway,
now.
Fionn would finish up his meal because he does find it delicious.
You know, I think Snai is technically a true ice using mage. Too bad we won't see him for about 3 years.
I wonder who you can use rice.
I don't know. True elements are usually reserved for the unfortunate GCMs.
What's a GCM?
Just simultaneously Suyoi and Carlo. Generational cataclysmic marriage.
Oh,
Yeah, like Vesuvius.
Like Vesuvius, yes. And Timblor. And Galu. And
seems like we've got a
Rigel.
lot of those.
Pure
Seems like
luck
we've got a
or
lot of those enemies.
happenstance. No, there's more generational cataclysmic mages. It's not like only one person can have a cataclysmic element. We don't have the generational cataclysmic mage for wind or dark.
So, how does one control light and dark?
Ask Rigel. Seriously, if you were to send him a message with magic, he could probably get here in about a minute.
Because I remember when I was younger, I asked me ma about something that she was doing, and she said something about a religion that she had when in her world's Vishra.
Mm,
She told me that her they worshipped something called the abyss because what was it? She all things came from the abyss and all things will return to it or something like that.
That's a paganistic belief often shared by the lightless humans and others who are of the umbral worship affinity. You could talk to someone like Yandra about it when we get back to the guild.
Hmm.
Yandra being a lightless human, she would know, being one of those unfortunate souls that lives in the lightless kingdom.
Lightless Kingdom?
The lightless kingdom. It's a kingdom ruled and controlled by a dark and powerful lord, often considered to be Death himself. While I don't
Hmm.
find there to be any true merit in Death ruling over the lightless kingdoms, whomever their monarch is definitely powerful considering that their magic sustains its almost pure dark existence. It does have sunlight, though whatever magic is over the entirety of the kingdom causes pretty much nothing. Actually, you can't see inside its borders from the outside. And when you're inside, I've only been there one time, mind you. Um, it's like you're standing under a white sun. A pale, white, cold sun.
Hmm.
Quite depressing. I had to leave.
All right.
Fair warning, though. If you do go to play around with umbral magic, best of luck.
Hmm. I, I'm just barely learning how to use magic as is. I don't think I'll be starting to dabble into anything more advanced like that anytime soon.
That's what they all say. And then they're like, oh, I've learned enough. That's why the infirmary is so busy.
Because people try magic that they're not ready for.
Because rookies always do their best to grow. They also always somehow simultaneously do their worst to listen.
Mm, I see.
Mm.
So basically, listen to what people say. If they say you're
Mm-hmm.
not ready for something, you're not ready.
Mm-hmm. It's almost like the veterans are veterans for a reason.
Right?
I know, right? It's almost like mortality rate of a silver is about 78%.
7. What?
Oh, they don't tell you?
No.
78% of silvers will experience a frequency of death.
Fion's ears are gonna kind of pin back on his head. Oh.
It's because they're silver, they're very confident in their skill. Think they can take on most monsters, even if there's a number of them versus it. Then they wake up and wonder, are my intestines still on the inside? Because they weren't when I went to sleep. That is true. 78% of all silvers will die and eventually quit the guild. The rest will become golds. And then about 18% of those golds will move up the ranks nicely to the pretty rank of platinum. And then about 7% of them will become titanium. And then about 1% of them will become osmium. Well, I believe the old rule was 1,000,000 bronze for every osmium or something like that. That's the cost of experience. Oh, 6.5 million bronze in currency though.
Mm.
Mm.
Oh.
Anyhow, ba-da-ba-ba-bum-ba. Oh no, 6.5 million. Anyways, back to doing training. So you will leave. Everyone will have a good training day. I'm assuming everyone will have a good training day. Whatever you're training, whatever stat you're training, remember, for every hour you do, you get 1 point in that stat.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
What?
Naibai
What?
was jogging all. That is that.
Agility.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I would think.
If she
What do you-
jogged a reasonable amount of time, i.e., 28 hours, that's 28 points.
Okay.
Ah, fuck my eye. I just scratched it out. I'm okay though.
I think Fion's gonna do just a little bit of weightlifting today.
Ah, yes. Dion will lift some of the small stones out there. Then Bonnie
He's-
just. She's so mean.
What?
Well, I think that Beatrice is going to attempt to train her dexterity.
Ah, good. Well, she would have to. She could ask Suyoi because that statue is still in fight mode now that it's out of the wall, and it's trying to currently fight him as he's in there. It's not really doing much though, because he's got a hand on its head, holding it back in an impressive display of strength. Because this statue isn't weak; it was able to pry itself out of a wall. But it's holding on to his one hand's wrist, and he's holding it in all of its 8 arms back via his forehead.
Naibai's just gonna do more runs. Just like, that's
Sprint,
just what
sprint,
they're
sprint,
good at.
sprint, sprint.
Yeah. They're bun. Go Noom.
Hey, they should do the glyco method. Ah, I see. Glyco? Where the hell do you go? Alright, either he's invisible or he just fucking booked it.
Am I gonna
Exactly.
have to roll? Am I gonna have to roll to see if Fion keeps his concentration with all the
Well, I mean,
scantily clad?
he
And,
might not
and
keep
the
his
world
concentration because Bonnie's going to squat in front of him while she's lifting her smaller spears in hand.
Mm-hmm. I could just see Fionn, bench pressing one of the weights, and she squats down, and all of a sudden she just hears. Okay, I think I'm
Fionn, they're just tits. You are aware of that, correct?
done. I.
Fuck's sake, if it's going to kill you, just come and touch them.
No, I'm fine. Ah.
No, you're fucking not, you pansy. You just almost crushed your sternum.
Ah.
If I have to, I will drag you off via your balls and fix your problem. Because I'm not going to have you almost dying every 5 minutes because my curling is causing breasts to sway. I'm sorry about anatomy.
No, it's not. I just flustered Fionn.
Why don't you say what you want? It's nothing bad. Oh no, sexual attraction to someone of a very peak physical condition. What a travesty.
All right, you want me to say it?
I really don't care. I've heard all kinds of things since I've been at the guild. Weird thing.
Well, Fionn is gonna admit his feelings towards Bonnie.
Aw, that's cute. Damn, that was cold. Flesh.
I could just imagine her adding on a hot.
You might not want to hear this, but realistically, there's not currently love. Now, sex is one thing because it's completely physical, and I don't mind it if you have the balls to pull my hair back. That's a pretty nice sensation every now and then. Unless you want to be the bottom half of a pogo stick, Ken.
No.
What? I'm sorry, what about a pogo stick?
Who said that? Who asked that?
Mob walked outside at the wrong time, apparently.
Uh, uh one of our well, to put it bluntly, she used me as the bottom half of a pogo stick.
I used him as a medical aid, is what he's trying to say. I believe. Oh,
Uh,
okay. It's amazing that any of us get quests done with how much all of us have sex. Speak for yourself. Also, hello, Mob. Hello, Sin. Oh, you remember
hello,
me?
son.
Hello. You look great. No panic attacks this morning, thank you. My progress. The tea helping. Greatly, thank you. By the way, that flask I gave you, where did it go? The canteen? I lent it to him to drink from. I see.
Oh, I've still got it, and I washed it out last night. And he's gonna hand over the canteen.
Thank you. Sin will just open his kimono and slide it inside, let it vanish. More flying gems. A few more flying gems. Oh, look, there goes Naibai.
Hi.
I know.
Don't-
Bye.
I think Beatrice will take Joy up on that offer for battle the training dummy.
Well, he can adjust its behavior so it's not as aggressive. Because right now, it would land every blow it through easily.
So it's on Suyoi's level.
It's well, there's not really anything that's on Suyo's level, but it's on the maximum speed settings it can be, a speed and durability.
So, question: can you do that thing that Krillin does in Dragon Ball Z? Just seen so many fights taking levels that you start to perceive time slower.
You need to have a little bit of magic involved. But if you watch osmiums or osmium level things fight for a extended period of time, then you could very much have that kind of happen because you would be so your eyes and brain would have fucking gotten so acclimatized to that level of ferocity that anything else would be slow.
Cool. So it's the highway effect, except forever.
Not necessarily forever. Like once you stop seeing that kind of stuff and just see normal stuff, it'll eventually vanish.
Aw.
Yeah, because the brain adjusts. Just like me, I have a mouse that's set to 18,000 DPI. That's fucking insane. As soon as it comes off of it, a normal mouse, which the normal mouse rating of the standard 300 DPI, it drags so slowly. Um, yeah, kind of like that. I'm so used to the crackhead mouse setting that my brain perceives every other mouse setting I have on my preset on my mouse as faster. Come on.
Your brain is used to thinking about it, and the mouse goes over there.
Basically, that's no. Wingardium Leviosa. No. Anyways,
Oh.
Ronald Weasley. Anyways, let's not do that. Sen and Mob are having a conversation. Sen will. Oh, gonna. Mob remembers a little bit about his best friend. Yay! Thank you, Faraji. Faraji endured the mental pain because Faraji basically did a mental graft for him. So he kind of woke up with a small panic attack because he forgot some stuff. But you know what? It's for his friend. But he reminded him of one, Sin, and two, Faramia.
Very good. Best fox.
Ye-
He still doesn't 100% remember Beatrice. Mob doesn't. But he knows her and Fionn and Shizuna and everyone. He's slowly remembering them when they interact with him in the background.
Mhm.
He's going to stand there and just watch Sin try to do stuff. Because he doesn't really remember what he would do for training. Right now, Mob's essentially a child just trying to learn the world again.
Mhm.
By the way, he wouldn't have even had language if it wasn't for Jesus Christ. Fix that, please. He wouldn't have even had language, however, if it was not for the dice having decided that there was a mental grafter who was able to at least restore his understanding of language. Though
That's
that
good.
nearly that nearly put them in a coma, though, because his
Mm.
language center was heavily damaged. So they had to proceed. They took an entire 2 weeks off in the game world in the background to recover from their own brain trauma. That because yes, grafters, the specialized healing mages that they are fucking saints to do what they do. Then there's parasitic grafts. We're not gonna get into those though. They're cool though. You could technically play a kind of like an Ivy style of mage.
Drain tanking.
Well, parasitic grafters, uh, they can like drain you, but like they can heal you and still experience to experience like from that the healing. Plus, they can also choose to parasitize part of your experience and steal it from you, i.e., they can learn one of your techniques and yoink it from you, giving you amnesia for a little while over it.
Oh, that's
Rude.
kind of cool.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a cunt move, though. But technically, if you knew how to build into it properly, you could theoretically basically just run around battlefields healing a bunch of soldiers over and over again and learning their combat experience. Just throwing that out there. Figured you'd like to know about some of the shit you can do in this world.
Well, that's great.
But yeah. All right.
I imagine
Fun.
Ivy has figured that out, considering all the other things she.
Ivy's like, I want to learn something new, and then Gligal, hey, so I had this idea. That's base. I feel like that's where most of her
That's how that
interesting comes.
comes.
Okay, you know that destruction magic that you have? We're gonna try that, but a little bit less. Let's take a step back from primordial.
Well, I like
this. I think she's actually had a tiny amount of experience in 2 different primordial magics.
Ugh.
Weren't some of the others teaching her a little bit of hinting through chronomancy?
Ah, yes, chronomancy.
I don't know if they learned chronomancy.
I don't know if she did or not. I'm not 100% sure on.
I know it
She did not.
existed in the
Learned
game
a lot.
world when you, but I don't
She
think you
learned
learned it.
some of it though.
I know Yon actually had an experience with time elemental and stuff. What is that noise? Oh, it's just a word.
Well, I hope they didn't experience with time element. That's traumatizing.
Well, she rescued that guy that was kind of like Link that was stuck in that thing, but it didn't really affect her much because she.
I was. What was that? Okay. Had a bunch of notifications. I just looked at my phone. It's like, ah, bing. Moral of the story is Glycol is responsible for 99% of the mischief Ivy gets up to when it comes to completely unknown factors because he knows she'll be his guinea pig.
Yeah, I'm sure that she's like, you know what? I had this idea, and he's like, oh yeah, you could do this. So they probably brainstorm on a lot of stuff.
Ah, yes, brainstorming. Really, it's just Glycol. Ah, I see. Now think of it this way, and then this, slowly pushing towards the non-self-destructive path. Sure thing her through decimation for 20 years. He's so much. God, he terrifies me. Oh my fucking god! Like how he fights is fucking scary. Ugh. He's so small, but he turned into such a dangerous fucking person. When he came into this world, he went from like the shy, still kind of like antisocial to a nature, to this kind of sort of a little badass for this just his life. He got into a lot of fights, by the way, guys. Like within the first month that Glycol got here, he picked a fight. Somebody twice his size and he won. Fearsome. Yeah. But he's still good at running with an agility score of 318.
Jeez.
I see. Uno momento. Leaves.
You know what? Uh, funny thing is, Doru also has 308.
Perfect. So he can run away when she demands to be his second wife. Fuck, that's still going on. I love. Of all the things, that's a running joke that I'm amused with because it's what every dude would want, except Glycol.
Except
The thing
Why
is,
can't
though, when
you
she
be like
puts her armor,
everyone?
her agility goes up.
Ah, funny. When his armor comes off, his goes up.
Like, why are you
Glycol.
skipping? I can run faster. Zoom.
No drag! I am aerodynamic! I am speed!
I
Oh,
could see
God.
Shadow attempting to rip.
How are you aerodynamic with a dick that long?
Simple, it breaks the shockwave before the rest of your body gets there.
Sonic boom!
Yeah, conversely to how you think it would happen, having a blunt note actually makes the shockwave cone wider, so faster.
I know, right? Alright. And you can't rickroll him.
What?
You can't rickroll Glycol.
No.
No, trust me, you can't. Glycol has seen all kinds of crazy shit in his dreams.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys, I just gotta ask this. Does Glycol seem like the kind of person, like when he's asleep, he just idly gropes boob? I feel like he does.
I thought that's
You know
what he
what? I
did.
think so.
Just titty soft and warm.
World hard and cruel, titty soft and
Titty
warm.
soft and warm. And it's like an orc ass wife of his, that half orc wife. Yes, his wife is a half orc, aka a hork to him, and his daughter is a quarter orc, aka his cork. Fucking makes them both mad. Oh yeah. Good training. We've got 2, 3, 4. All right. Decide what you want this day. So counting this day and the other days, that will be 9 days. Decide what stats you want to increase by 28 a day. Over the course of 9 days, or you can split those 28 points up across whatever. I figured that would be an easy passive training thing, considering the stat blocks are so big. You could literally just get a point an hour.
So what it'd be 28 times 10?
28 times 9 in this case. Well, you didn't do the first day, but yes.
So, yeah, 28 times 9 for Fion.
By the way, for Beatrice's dexterity training, it's pretty much thumb wrestling, but not just any thumb wrestling. Dual thumb wrestling.
Imagined it would have been more like, attempt to stab statue over and over.
Listen, I decide what it is. It's a mixture of things. Trying to stab the statue is a pseudo agility thing, though.
I thought that would have been more dexterity, and agility would be more like thumb.
Listen,
Well, actually, that would
whatever.
be. Never mind.
You can make your head canon of what it is, but mine is thumb wrestling. I don't know why. Okay, fine. Part of it was thumb wrestling. The rest was whatever you want. But thumb wrestling's in there somewhere.
Yes, it's in there. There's a thumb wrestling tournament.
I'm
Like how
gonna do.
Suyo is still the undefeated arm wrestling champion. Wonder
I'm gonna
why.
do 28 times 8 because Fion's gonna take a day to practice his singing somewhere.
Oh, so we're just spending a whole week here?
You're spending technically 10 days. That's how long it's going to take the Dragon Turtle to get to the destination.
Oh shit, okay.
Dragon Turtle has cleared apparently 280 miles by day 8, though. He has cleared a vertical line. You have been through the forest, over the hill, and across the water. Literally. Well, technically, it's more like through the forest, through the hill, through the water. People forget that dragon turtles are subterranean, or they can burrow.
Yeah.
Small earthquake in the palace on day 5. That's just the Ginbu. He's probably digging.
All right, so
It's just
tab
so
Small
over
we're
earthquake.
spent out
thing.
full-time training. Hell yeah,
Small
high
earthquake.
300s.
Woo! Suyui has small earthquake in palace. Random village has large and panicking earthquake.
All right, so I'm just adjust this thing so that it wants for my extra points. Fuck.
Do we put it just in like where the base is? Because I try adding and my skill points go in the negative.
I've been putting it in the class column.
That will actually multiply by as you level up. What I'm doing right now is in that skill points equation, the green square. If you go into the equation, there should be a plus 60 in there.
Yes.
Well, after that plus 60, add plus, and then however many points you would get training, so that it'll account for the ones you're going to add.
My skill
Oh.
point has no plus anything. Mine has equals B2 times 4, hyphen, sum.
Oh, that's so cool.
It's
Yeah.
okay.
Well, there should be the plus 60 after the 9 times 20. There should be a plus 60.
There is not anywhere, actually, and
Okay,
I haven't
well,
touched it at
that's
all.
from the actually, I don't know if Bonnie would have had it because that's from the candy
Original.
that what's his name? Hakon? No, it wasn't Hakon.
Oh,
It was Drake that gave him, wasn't it? Or he
there's
gave them candy to buff their stamina or
eh,
stamina, constitution.
eh.
Okay, so we just add it direct column then as a plus.
Yeah, within that section that has the 9 times 20 plus 60, and whatever
Within the
Okay, but
parentheses?
inside the parentheses.
Okay.
9
Because
times 20, so I'll just do 9 times 20 plus 28 then.
and so that yeah, so basically the 9 times 20 is basically accounting for the 9, you know, stats starting at 20, and then there's like plus whatever from various things like that candy and the training and stuff. I'm trying to remember what this one in here for Beatrice for. I think that was some class thing for.
I'm gonna go ahead and do plus 280 actually.
Yeah,
That
that's what
way I
I
can
did.
spread it out.
Yeah. Okay, so okay.
Oh, and at some point, Fion would have made the chocolate potato cake he's been wanting to make for everybody.
That's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. So I wonder how everybody would react to having a piece of chocolate potato cake.
I think Beatrice would like it a
Mhm.
lot.
How about die by?
Uh,
Man, Bonnie, you can punch hard.
Naibai thinks it's too sweet.
I can't tell if what I'm hearing is somebody watching TV in the other room or weather or what.
Yeah, Sam likes to have the TV up loud.
Well, I meant in my house.
Oh, okay.
And let me read some text here.
Yay, Fiona has a skill above 100 now. Well, a skill level, whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
Like Beatrice has some way above that.
Well, Fion's dexterity.
Sweet. Jesus Christ, you
Fion,
fucking behemoth.
Fion's dexterity is at 120. What would he have done for dexterity training?
You still can't catch up to Naibai. She got 240.
Well, I'm not trying to catch up to Naibai.
What's your strength stats on your non-NPC character? Ivy?
Oh, I'm Beatrice,
E.
26. So she doesn't really focus on her strength. She focuses on her speed, her nimbleness. She did do a little bit of training in agility, just because she wants to have some of
That's a long name. I forgot how long Suyui's name is. Suyui Kaladara Vasira.
Mm.
Oh, hey, that worked out nicely.
Bonjour Rupe. Oi.
So Beatrice's agility ended up being exactly 100, and her dexterity ended up being 440.
Yeah. It's like
Isn't that
Suyui has officially... Actually, Bonnie has officially hit 200 strength.
Fiona is only at 80 strength.
Oh yeah, hold on. What was her strength and her constitution? Gloria, 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 Gloria.
Oh my god, the
What?
Leviathan tops to 7,000.
Yeah. When you have stuff tailor made with an assload of experience and gold, it can be really dangerous.
Yeah.
Bonnie's constitution is 135. What's Fion's dexterity?
Dexterity?
Yeah.
120.
Nice. Bonnie's dexterity is the same level as his strength.
What, 80?
Just her punching you with her gauntlet without even doing a double punch or any skill is going to net her 1,350 damage all on its own.
Mm.
Her
Okay.
Beatrice's sword, just her sword, uh, does 2,640.
Oh, wait until her custom weapon gets done making, because she commissioned another one.
If Fionn was to use his new bow, hold on, gotta do math because you can't just
I'm excited.
walk up to somebody and well, you could, but it's not going to do as much damage.
I did find it, though. I found where... I was like, Bonnie should have had about 385,000 experience left. I went and looked. I found it. It's at the Smith.
That's
Like,
where
where
it
did you
went.
go?
Like, where? I was wondering, like, how the... I was, like, over here thinking to myself, how the fuck do I misplace an inanimate number in a file?
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, symbol. Be retarded and not remember what I did with it.
Use it to pay for goods and services.
Not the sexual kind. That's illegal and nasty.
But if Fionn was to use his new bow and one of the steel arrows, the ocean steel arrows, with no skills or anything, and without his armor equipped, he'd do 2,424.
Well,
I love
let's
how much of
see.
a gremlin he is. Alright.
What did Doru think of the cake?
Let's see. What did Doru think of the cake?
What the hell?
A video I was sent.
Ah, okay. She liked it, but she was not amazed. I guess sweet is not exact.
Not her thing. Okay.
She liked
Now
it
here's
all
the
right.
important.
I rolled exactly a 50.
Okay. Here's the important one. What did Mob think of the cake?
Too tart.
Tart. There's there's nothing tart in the recipe.
The problem that you have here. You boiled the potatoes too much. You didn't properly take off the skins, which you should have. And if they recall for the skins, then you only use half of them. After you cleanse off the excess starch.
Mm. All right, I'll keep that in mind for next time. Because I've
How the hell do
only
I know
made
that?
this. Oh well, you were a you are an amazing cook.
What part of me screams cook to you? Honestly.
Well, he's gonna go through his inventory and get the cookbook out. Well, this was yours.
That is an abomination. Looks like it's been re-spined.
Hmm?
It's definitely been re-spined.
I don't know.
Well, put it down and go eat or do something.
All right. He's gonna put it down and finish his piece of cake.
Ugh. Morvake.
Hmm?
Morvake.
What's that?
Vodka sake.
I had vodka and I've had sake, but I don't think I've ever had them two mixed together.
Okay.
Would you mind if I try
Yeah.
some?
No, you can't have it. Too weak.
I'm too weak, or is the drink too strong?
They're too weak. You're body and vodka and only sake. You die.
Oh,
You die. You die profusely, coughing up blood. Or
I see.
shitting blood. I think blood seems to be the way that most people die.
I see. I do not wish to die today, or ever, until I
Mm.
grow old.
Too bad. It's going to happen.
So,
You're definitely going to die. Maybe not now, but someday. Eventually, it's mortality. We all must face it.
aye, true.
You know. Except children. Too cold. She just freeze. Never grow old.
Aye.
Okay, we'll stop here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We'll stop when Suyui says, "Oh look, Genbu said we've stopped.
No, we're here.
Yay!"
And that's good.
Context. Context. Beyond context.
Well,
I swear.
I'm sorry.
Pat, pat.
Mhm.